What to do, YouTube? It's just who? It's just Jane back with just another video. I truly believe that more so than anything right now, the world needs entertainment, especially YouTubers, the people who create content from their homes and can constantly give that to you is what the world needs right now. And I also want to help contribute to that because, I mean, you're watching this right now. You're self-quarantining, you're stuck in your home. You can't even watch sports now because all sports are canceled. You can't even watch some like reality TV shows because they've stopped taping until further notice because of the whole coronavirus thing. I am a college kid and it's March and now my sophomore year is basically over. We're still doing classes online, like most colleges in the whole entire nation, so it's basically doing college without the like fun stuff.
Pause. Online classes are actually really hard to keep up with, and I believe we feel like we have a lot more of a workload than we did when we were actually at school, because at school you go to class and you have classwork meant for class, and then you have homework meant for home. But now we're at home, kind of teaching ourselves and having to do our classwork and homework at home at the same time for multiple classes. But also keep in mind the teachers are trying their best.
The only thing getting me through this is knowing that there are lots of college students, lots of high school students, millions of students who are feeling the exact same way that I do, because I just feel terrible about this whole thing. Obviously, it's none of our faults, and we all know that, but it just kind of sucks to be forced out of your normal so unexpectedly. Every day you wake up, you go to class, you see your friends, like you're on some BS that you probably shouldn't be on, but it's college, so you're on it anyways, and so that becomes your normal. All of a sudden it's ripped away from you and now you can't do what you're so used to doing, and it's not like you come home and you can do much either because everything's closed. Nobody's throwing parties. I mean, like, all of these malls are closed. Everything's just stopped. The world has stopped. Especially if you're a college senior or if you're a high school senior, like, those are the people that aren't getting like their high school prom or their graduation. They're missing milestones in their lives, which sucks. And it also is crazy because you think that you're gonna get to say goodbye to some of these people you know you're never gonna see again, but now, like, you don't even have that opportunity. We talk about the heartbreak that guys and girls give us, but we don't talk about the heartbreak when everything you love is just ripped away from you and you don't know what happens next. Like, you don't know. Like, you just don't know. It's heartbreaking. Like, you can literally feel your heart just hurt and snap into two because it's just that terrible. I'm thinking about how I could and should be at school right now, in class or hanging out with my friends, and then you start to like realize how much you say you hate school and how much you take it for granted, but then the second that that is ripped away from you without, like, out of your control, you realize how much you do actually love it, and you ask yourself, why do I put up with this BS every day? Why do I do this? And then it's ripped away from you in situations like this, and you're like, you hate it, but you love it. We need to check on our friends, our family, everybody, and make sure they are okay. Everything going on right now is just an instant trigger for so many people. At this point, this is just not the coronavirus spreading, but mental health is going to be a big problem. Depression rates are going to increase, anxiety, suicide. We need to be mindful of that. I wake up every morning and I feel sick or anxious because I'm like, oh god, this is my life for like the next 5 months. Usually it's 3, but now it's 5. And I have like Snapchat groups with a large range of people that are keeping me sane. And yeah, I have FaceTime and phone calls too, but even sometimes you feel like that's not enough. Like, I am an extroverted only child with no pets. Like, I am struggling. I'm getting through it. I'm trying my best. It keeps me going knowing that I'm not the only one struggling, and I know that everybody is holding everybody up so that like nobody feels like they're hitting rock bottom in this time period, because everybody is suffering. But I cry every day, multiple times a day, because this shit just sucks so bad. I'm scared we're just gonna like all fall into a really, really dark place, but I also know, because we're all in this together, like nobody's gonna let that happen. Like, everybody I've been talking to has been very adamant about making sure I'm okay, and I've been very adamant about making sure they're okay, making sure we're still getting social interaction, even though we're social distancing. Nobody knows what happens next. Nobody knows what's gonna happen, and nobody has the answers to everything. Call the world Elsa, because we're going into the unknown. I go through the same thoughts like 15 million times per day, every day, and I should take it day by day, and I'm trying. This stuff is difficult. I also just get really nauseous. I get very anxiety ridden. I'm to the point where I won't eat because I'm just so upset about everything. Like, I might just snack only, or I won't eat for a long time and then I'll binge eat, and I don't know, like, sometimes I'm just like, I'm not hungry but I need to eat, so I'll eat anyways. There are boomers who have never seen anything like this in their life. And I ask myself, like, why did this have to happen in our lifetime? Like, why is this actually a thing? And I know it's not gonna last forever, and I know it's gonna be okay, but it's just hard to remember that sometimes. I'm gonna try my best to make as much content as possible while doing online school and staying home, so that somebody can be entertained or forget about the mess that's going on in the world right now for at least a few minutes. Because there is a 5-month span, a 5-month period, I know that in this time I can really invest in my craft, so I can look up more ways to grow on YouTube, and more content strategies, growth strategies, and also play with my creativity a lot more, because I know in 5 months, if I haven't seen growth or anything in my knowledge, I'm not gonna be happy, because I would have had so much time without any distractions to help me and do that. And it's not just students who are having problems. I mean, adults are having problems too. So many people, millions of people have lost their jobs. They don't know how they're gonna pay bills or pay rent or like feed their families. It's a lot for teachers, it's a lot for students, it's a lot for adults, faculty. It's just a lot for the whole world. Love y'all. I will see you in my next video. 1, 2, 3.